Hello crocheters, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet. This is Sylvia, and today we're going to make this simple, kind of basic, but still really beautiful, interesting looking poncho. And this one is in a rectangular shape, which makes it easy to work up. I'm using the fun, popular double crochet V-stitch, which gives us a little bit of an open weave, but it's not very holey. And it's not very thick or dense, so it's very comfortable to wear. So I'm using a number 3 yarn, which quite honestly, this one worked up as more of a number 4. It was very thick for a number 3 lightweight. It was not lightweight at all. So you can go with a true number 3. I would suggest that. But this worked out just fine anyway. So I'm using 2 very subtle colors. This is like a gray, which is called Mist, and this is like a mossy green, which is called Desert Sage. The crochet hook is a G or 5 millimeter. We'll need scissors and a yarn needle. Before we continue with the tutorial, I wanted to let you know that I've got something new over at my Etsy shop. These are ceramic coffee mugs designed and created especially for crocheters, yarn lovers, knitters. These are just a few examples. Aren't these adorable? These are really nice, comfortable, larger mugs. These are 15 ounces. So head over to crazycoolcrochetus.etsy.com and grab one or 2. Now we are going to start with a chain of 157. 157. I'm working from a swatch, so this is much smaller. So we're going to start with a row of double crochet. So you've got your chain, and then you start your double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So you're going to skip the first 2 chains and then start your double crochets. Double crochet in every chain. Then you'll chain 3 and turn. Now you'll work one more row of double crochet. Work a double crochet into each double crochet. So you're going to start into this space here. You're going to skip that space right under the turning chain. Do not work in that first space. Double crochet. You're working under the 2 strands that forms that chain at the top. So you're not working into those big spaces. You're working under the 2 strands. At the end of the 2nd row of double crochets, chain 3 and turn. Now because I'm not working every single stitch on camera, I encourage you to head over to my Etsy shop for the printable written pattern, and that is crazycoolcrochetus.etsy.com. So now we are going to skip the first 2 stitches. Again, don't count the one right under the turning chain. So skip those 2, double crochet into the next, under those 2 strands. Chain 1. In the same stitch, work another double crochet. That's your first V-stitch. Now skip 2 and repeat with another V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 2 and repeat. You will work that to the end, skip 2, V-stitch. At the end of the row, skip 2, and now double crochet 1 double crochet into the top of the turning chain. Chain 3, turn. Now you will work your repeat row, which is a V-stitch into the center of every V-stitch. Very easy. So work your double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. in the same stitch. So you're working into those chain 1 spaces. At the end of that row, work your last V-stitch and then double crochet into the top of the turning chain. Chain 3, turn, and repeat. Now I'm going to show you how we change colors because that is actually quite easy. All right, now to change colors, when you get to the end of the row, you're going to start your last double crochet in the turning chain, pull through the first 2 stitches and then stop. So you've got 2 loops on the hook. Now grab your new color, leave a tail. I'm going to weave that in at the end. Now pull that new color through those 2 stitches and then chain 3. And then you'll turn, get that tail out of the way, cut off the gray, cut off the first color, leave a tail, and then continue. That's it. That's how easy it is to change color. Now just follow the pattern, working your V-stitches until you have as many rows as you need for your size. So for size small, you will work a total of 42 rows. That does include the first 2 double crochet rows and the last 2. Which are also double crochet rows. So after you complete your last V-stitch row, at the end of the row you'll chain 3 and turn like you always do. So now we're going to pretend that that was your last V-stitch row. You did your chain 3 and turn. Now we're going to work a double crochet into the top of the double crochet below. Work a double crochet under that chain 1 space between the 2 double crochets, and then a double crochet into the top of the next double crochet post. So what you are doing is working a double crochet into the double crochet, a double crochet into the space, and a double crochet into the double crochet. And then just repeat. You'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 until you get to the end, and then double crochet into the turning chain. Chain 3, turn, and then work a double crochet into the top of each double crochet. And you're done. So this is where we are. Your last 2 rows of double crochet in that second color. Now you'll want to make 2 identical panels, and then we're going to seam them at the shoulder. So this is how I worked the color rows. So I started with the 2 rows in the double crochet in the gray, 2 rows of V-stitch in the gray, 2 rows of the green V-stitches. These are all V-stitches now. 3 rows of the gray. 1 of the green, 3 of the gray, 2 of the green, and then continue in the gray until you get to the end. Now we're going to seam the shoulders. So you want to find your center point and then determine the width of the neck opening. I'm using 9 inches. Use stitch markers. I simply use a contrasting yarn, and then start seaming from the edge toward the neck. I neglected to mention that you want wrong sides up. So this is the wrong side. Right sides are touching each other, and that's the wrong side. Okay, so I like to start by attaching the yarn in the cornermost stitches of each panel, and I use a whip stitch. So that simply means going into 2 strands of yarn on each panel, go around to the back panel, under the top panel, and that's it. So just make sure you're going under 2 stitches on each panel. So just do that all the way until you get to your stitch marker. And then tie off the yarn, leave about a 5-inch tail, and then weave that through a few stitches coming back this way. And your poncho is now complete. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, which I am really excited about, so make sure to check back, subscribe if you haven't, so you get notification when my next project is ready. Thank you.